So hi, I'm Cindy Wallace, and I am taking Speech and Language Pathology 212 at Estrella Community College. We have our Receptive Language Therapy project going on tonight. Part of my project is to introduce a session for children between the ages of 4 to 6 years old, with the goal being that they will learn specific language concepts such as under and above, on top of, below, in front of, behind. My first going into the room with a new student, I would check around and make sure that the table is at the proper level for his size and height, because oftentimes children will have multiple delays. They could be hyperactive, they could be impulsive. I'm going to take off my jewelry just so that it's one less distraction for a child. The goal of this session is to have the child hopefully reach about 80% proficiency by the end of the class in those concepts of under and over, below, above, or on top of, behind, or in front of. So with a child of that age, I would be using brightly colored displays and cartoon kind of characters to keep their interest. With a poster of this kind, you could use, let me get a little closer so you can see it, the concepts here with the fish. We have the green fish. You could ask the question, is the green fish in the water or out of the water, or under the water or on top of the water? At which point the correct answer obviously would be on top of the water. At which point you could say the same question. Is the red fish on top of the water or under the water? So the child would be given the same set of directions, but with a different picture. He would have to answer a different question. These pictures can also show him with the barn. You can increase the vocabulary. It's a red barn, big red barn. Here's a weather vane. That's probably a new word to a young child. A wagon with books in it. Apples on top of the books. You could show him the rooster. Where is the rooster? On top of the barn. Is the blackbird or the crow on top of or below the weather vane? Or you could use for the bunny. Where is the bunny? Is the bunny in front of or behind the bale of hay? Again, you've increased vocabulary. You've given the child a cute little figure to look for, and the concept of in front of or behind. Same with the animals on the boat. Is the red kitty on top of the boat or below the boat? And then, of course, there's a second red kitty, so you could use both of them. The animals, are they inside the boat or outside of the boat? All different concepts that a child will be working on. If he's having a difficult time, I would slow down the session, go with pictures that he's much more familiar with, like the cat, the bunny, the fish. Stay away from the more abstract or the newer vocabulary words. If he's a child that's catching on to things very quickly, I would opt to use some flashcards, because flashcards can keep a child very interested because they move a lot quicker than having the board stationary there. So for instance here you could use, is the sailboat in front of or behind the lighthouse? Again, we're staying with the sea theme, the water theme, the beach themes, but we've introduced a lighthouse. We've introduced another bird. Is the bird on top of or below the lighthouse? Child can answer you with that. The fish. The fish. Which fish is on top of the other fish? Which fish is behind the other fish? Which fish is below the other fish? Oops, we just did that one. We could use this one. Introduce more colors and more pictures. There are two pails. Are they below or above the tree? Is the sun above or below the tree? So there's all kinds of ways that you can help expand their vocabulary, their attention, their receptive language on the concepts of in and out, above, below, over, under, behind, and in front of. So I hope that was helpful, and thank you for your time. I see you in class.